I've written and rewritten this so many times. I don't know what to do, but I've decided to post this because I know a lot of you have been reading this. Maybe you can help me. Obviously, it's Timmy again. Before I go into everything, I hope that everyone had a nice Christmas. Mine was pretty lonely since Dad's gone. But during the holidays, I ran into an odd event. Since I have vacation from work, I spent a lot of time typing up transcripts. My fingers are all but falling off. I haven't really been doing them in any particular order, just as I grabbed them from the box. The most recent one I grabbed was a little different than the rest. It had a case number on top, but no name. I was planning to type it up, but I needed a name to put to the other person in the interview. So, I figured I could just call my dad's precinct to get the name. In case you were wondering, I was very wrong. So, I'm going to first include the transcript of the tape, then tell you what happened when I tried to get the name. Hopefully someone out there will help me. I'm going to call the other person Mr. Friendly, since I seem to remember that name from somewhere. As a reminder, my dad's name is Danny. A little bit about this tape. It clearly starts in the middle of a conversation. To be honest, a lot of these tapes seem to start or end at odd times, but this one is the clearest.
I wish it were that easy. It can be, if you agree to it.
I know I'm calling him Mr., but to be honest, I can't tell what gender he is. His voice sort of fluctuates from deep to high.
I'm not in the mood to play games. You know why I'm here. And you know why I'm here. You're here because you killed 3 men. Do you agree? I don't agree to anything. Okay, no agreeing. But can you just tell me, what did you have against those men? They were smug. They thought they were better than me. I don't like that. But you've been through this before, and you've never killed until now. What was different? Friend, you're too smart to do what you do. You could join us. Now, I would be gentle. I know better than to say yes to you. Oh, friend, you might not be one of us, but you do know our way so well. I've been doing this a long time. Too long. Maybe. Tell you what, if you ask the right questions, I'll answer them. Agreed? I don't agree to anything. Good, friend, good. Smart friend. The first man, Henry. He was a banker. His money tasted delicious. You mean his hands? You ate them? The hands say a lot about a person. Some people have hands that taste like earth, others have hands that taste like water. The banker's tasted like money. So greedy, friend. What about the next one? I left his hands, I ate his eyes. He was a photographer. I thought his eyes would taste faraway places, but they were plastic. I spit them out. We couldn't find them at the scene. We don't leave traces. And the third? We couldn't find anything missing from him. You didn't look deep enough. But there were no marks on the body. We don't leave marks. Do you like my new voice? The vocal cords were so thick, I chewed on them for hours, and they tasted like smoke. You couldn't have chewed on them for hours. We were there within minutes. Your time doesn't affect me. Well, you need to get used to it. We have you now. We're not letting you go. Stupid friend. We have more of you. We have your victims too. The ones you let live. We don't let anyone live. They might be breathing, but they might as well be dead. We have different definitions of dead. That's because I cause it, and you don't. But that will change. How will it change? Silly friend. I like you. Why? Because you're not afraid of me. I deal with people like you every day. You don't scare me. I scare your son, though. Friend, I don't have a son. You will. He's listening right now. He misses you. Friend, I told you I'm not playing games. He does. He doesn't know our rules. I will never say yes. I'm done with this. You can't be. Not as long as I stay in this body, right, friend? I won't say yes, but you feel it. You think it. Your humanity betrays you. Stupid friend. Fearful friend.
So there's the tape. You can probably see why I wanted to know the name of the other person speaking. Usually after I type up a case, I do research on it, but I couldn't find anything about someone who killed 3 men and ate some of their bodies, particularly the hands, eyes, and vocal cords. After not finding anything, I called my dad's old precinct. I asked about the case number listed on the tape. The officer who answered the phone said that they didn't have a case with that number, and even if they did, they couldn't tell civilians details of the cases. I told him not to worry because I was Danny's kid, and I was continuing his work. I obviously gave my dad's last name too. The officer said he'd never heard of my dad. I asked to speak to the sergeant because clearly the officer didn't know what he was talking about. The sergeant told me 3 things, all of which were incredibly disturbing. 1. He confirmed that the case number I had could not be correct because criminal case numbers are not written in Latin. He said that these tapes could not be police interrogations because all interrogations are video recorded. There was no way that there would be only audio recording of a police interview. 3. He claimed that a man by my father's name has never worked in his precinct. Ever. Obviously, this is all disturbing news. Could it be true? Maybe I got the wrong precinct.